Hello everybody, Crafty here, and this is part of the Dark Souls 2 beta. I had some leftover footage that I didn't bother uploading, because I felt a little weird about it, but since Dark Souls 2 is, as of this recording, 8 days away, guys. 8 days away from Dark Souls 2. Oh, God. I can't believe it, man. It's here. It's finally here. It's a week and a day, but it's a week away, and we really want to. I really want to push that. I will be getting Dark Souls 2 at midnight on the 11th, and I will be playing it for a while. I really hope to get a video up. What I'm gonna do, I'm struggling with how I'm gonna do this, but what I want to do a let's play of it, obviously, but I want to enjoy it too. It's a weird feeling to be in this position to not have to, but when I get it and I bring it home and I sit down to play it, I'm gonna be recording every second that I play. Probably minus the initial scene, because my very first or second Dark Souls video, when I aired the cutscene, I actually got flagged. But that's been taken care of, and that video is good to go. But I am a little sick. I'll get over it in a week, I hope. But back on topic, I will be getting it at midnight, bringing it home, and I will be recording and uploading. I'll probably do a quick 15-minute recording just to get the video up and out into YouTube, because if I don't strike while that iron is hot or get it out there immediately, it's not going to happen for me. And I know my channel has been absolutely exploding as of recent. I don't have the actual numbers here, but I think I'm at 592 subscribers. 592. 592. I remember I tweeted out, it was a month ago, a month and a half, maybe. I don't know, maybe a month ago. I'll put the numbers up here, right now. That's the magic of dying. Apparently, I'm obviously recording this post gameplay. But I tweeted, I got excited for 400 subscribers, and then I tweeted, I don't know how long ago it was, that I was at like 520. Really? Man, I know why. Well, one day I thought to myself, what could really help my channel out? And I thought, you know, I really need to give back to the, well, not give back to the community, but help the community somewhat. So I figured, you know what, I should do a couple of how-to videos, try to find a niche little thing that hasn't been necessarily done. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna see what I can do in the first 5 minutes of the game once you hit Lordron. So then I was thinking, okay, I've been watching a lot of speedruns lately. I could incorporate that, some of the stuff I've done in Derp Souls, into the 5-minute stuff. So I started practicing again, blah blah blah, and I want to stress that a lot. I want to stress that all of that stuff that I've done for the how-to, the Derp Souls, that is lots and lots and lots of failure, lots of failure before success. A lot of practice, a lot of trial and error. You are going to fail. I don't even want to put a number on how many times I actually died trying the Blight Town skip. Before I finally found the right way to step off that little tiny little jutting woody thingy, which is so much anger at that area. But yeah, this is Dark Souls 2 beta footage. This is actually, I think this is the area where I left off on my previous Dark Souls 2 video, for the beta. I think this is actually where I left off. I made some armor changes and stuff just to play around with it, but this is not, I stress, this is not what it is going to be like. There is a video that was put out by VaatiVidya. I think that's how you say the last part of it, but Vaati is he's an amazing content creator for the Dark Souls community. And I can't give the guy praise enough. I've seen absolutely every single one of his videos multiple times, because he's just the way he presents his videos, the way he produces them, it's really, really good. His voice is, I don't want to say hypnotic, or have a little man crush on it, but it's very, very, it's good. Just stop right there. But I'm gonna put a link in the description to his Dark Souls 2 questionnaire. He actually had a lot of time with the current build, and he answers a lot of questions that people had. Specifically, Estus is back. He shows that in his video. The Estus flasks are back. The flasks. The Estus flasks are back. And they heal slowly, which is really, really interesting. It's not like the quasi-quick healing that it was before in your normal Dark Souls. So that's it's interesting. The life gems still do exist. There is a difference. Your Estus flasks are going to be for somewhat of an immediate healing, because Estus flasks are interesting mechanic. You start with one, and you can do certain things to get more Estus flasks. I believe they're Estus shards you can find. I mean, I don't want to steal his content that he created from his video, but he answers all of those questions. But Estus flasks are going to be more for combat, and life gems are still going to exist, but they're going to be more for out of combat healing, which is a really interesting mechanic. But again, I'm not going to steal his thunder or any of his questions. It's an almost half an hour long video, but it's absolutely enthralling how much information he actually has available. Specifically, I believe in my original Dark Souls 2 video, I showed you all of the Dark Souls 2 beta. To be very specific about that. I showed that there are new abilities, or stats, new stats. Two of those stats, I believe one was agility, and I forget what the other one was, resilience, I think? I don't know, but they merged two of the stats together, so there's no more agility. I know agility is the one that is no longer there. They merged it with another stat, and they called it adaptability. I believe it's adaptability. So the speed that you raise your shield, you recover, all that stuff is going to be adaptability. Now, listening to him explain that was really, I don't know, it seems really powerful, because the way you recover, the way you raise your shield, something about poise maybe, I don't know. Like I said, you really should watch his video if you have any questions about Dark Souls 2. I mean, it's a week away. It's good to educate yourself. I mean, he does not spoil anything. I want to stress that. He does not spoil a thing, which is good. Very good. But the adaptability thing is interesting. I don't know how that's going to play into things. I did tweet him a question if your spell speed, you know, casting spells, pyromancy, all that stuff, goes off of adaptability this time instead of dexterity. Because in Dark Souls, the amount of dexterity that you had, you actually cast faster. I might actually do a how-to video, I'm not sure. But there's plenty of those videos. But he never got back to me about that, but I didn't expect that. Okay, this is actually a boss fight. Well, one of the two that they actually had in the game. This is the Skeleton Lord. Really interesting fight. I'm not going to get too much into it or explain it. You can pretty much watch it for yourself, but apparently there's these big bad skeletons, and as you notice, with anything that you are encountering for the first time, you probably shit your pants, and I am in the process of cleaning it up. No, not really. But I'm watching very carefully their movements, how they move, how they group, how they swarm, how they attack. Do they get stuck on walls? Can I exploit that? It's something that you really, really need to do as a Dark Souls player. It's absolutely paramount to your survival. But I watched their every single move and how they attacked. But that is an absolute key for any boss fight in Dark Souls. You have to understand how their patterns work. 'Cause I never found these guys before. But I won't explain the mechanics of the fight. You can just watch. I believe when you defeat one of the big guys, they explode into smaller skeletons. You're going to see a really nice return of a really annoying enemy in Dark Souls. One of my favorites, the wheel skeleton. So yeah, that's a thing again. But again, this video is pretty much just to hype up Dark Souls 2 and to tell you guys that I am absolutely 100% behind getting Dark Souls 2. I have pre-ordered it. I will be picking it up at midnight, and I will be popping it in as soon as I get home. It's 10-15 minutes away from where I need to pick it up. Funny story. Place where I'm actually pre-ordered it from. I don't know what it's. I went to him a few weeks ago and I told them, you know, how are your Dark Souls 2 pre-orders? You know, are you gonna have a midnight release? And he said, let me look up the information. And he had like 25 pre-orders for it. So, he said, absolutely no way. I was like, okay, why? He said we need about 100 to warrant, you know, the staff, blah blah blah. So I was like, yeah, crap, because it's like 3 weeks away from Dark Souls 2 coming out. I'm like, there's no freaking way. So I went back, I think it was a week and a half ago, and I asked the guy, I hate to bother you, but what's the pre-orders look like on Dark Souls 2? And he's like, when is it released? I said March 11th, and he says 110% will be open for midnight release. I was like, wow, you get that many pre-orders? And what it comes down to is Titanfall. Titanfall comes out on the same day as Dark Souls 2. And he said he had, and I quote, several hundred pre-orders for Titanfall, which I do not doubt. I have seen a lot of good things about the game. But this video is not about Titanfall, it's about Dark Souls 2. So I found it hilarious that the only reason I'm getting Dark Souls 2 at midnight was because of Titanfall pre-orders. Because I was going to go to Walmart. Yeah, we have a 24-hour Walmart, and I called up Walmart and they said, I actually got somebody competent for once. Called them up and they said, when a game releases, yes, it's released at midnight because they are open 24 hours. So I went there to pre-order it for PS3, go to the guy, obviously didn't know what the hell he was doing there. But we walked over and there were no PS3 Dark Souls 2 pre-orders left. So this was all before I actually went and pre-ordered it from the other store. So it was really weird. I've just been rambling the last 15 minutes, and you guys are kudos. By the way, kudos to you for actually sticking with me for these past 13 minutes for me just rambling off on some random shit. I mean, you could be doing some other things like watching cat videos and I don't know, being productive in life. But thank you for actually spending the time with me, because it's been fun. But yep, Dark Souls 2 midnight release, March 11th. I will be doing a video, and I'm putting one up as soon as I get the first 15 minutes or so, maybe 20. I don't know. It depends how lost I get in the game. But I will be recording every single moment of my playthrough, which also leads me to this. My network that I am attached to actually allows me to live stream on YouTube. And after I live stream on YouTube, it's uploaded to my channel immediately. So I don't know if that would be a viable thing that people would want to do, because it's midnight on the East Coast. It would be good for you on the West Coast, or people on actually watching me on the West Coast, and maybe for those over the pond, over in the UK and stuff like that. I actually have a lot of UK viewers, which is very strange. You guys might be able to watch me. I don't know. Leave a comment in the comments. Leave a comment in the comment section. Just leave a comment on what you would like to see. I might be able to live stream it. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know if it even freaking works. But I do have the capability because of my network, so I have taken up enough of your time. It's only a 15-minute video anyway, so thank you guys for watching. I really, really, really hope you join me for Dark Souls 2. This is going to either make or break my channel. No, it's not going to break my channel, but this is the reason why this channel is existing. It's because of Dark Souls 2 and because of viewers like you who are supporting me and my Dark Souls stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Everything is because of you guys. Take care, bye-bye, and game on.